this episode, we will be discussing Alaska landlord rules and regulations. The Alaska Uniform Residential Landlord and Tenant Act permits landlords to specify their own set of rules and regulations for tenants as long as they don't violate the following parameters. Use and occupancy of the premises. A landlord may adopt rules and regulations which shall be posted prominently on the premises concerning the tenant's use and occupancy of the premises. A rule or regulation is enforceable against the tenant only if its purpose is to promote the convenience, safety, health, or welfare of the tenants in the premises, preserve the landlord's property from abusive use, or make a fair distribution of services and facilities held out for the tenants generally. It is reasonably related to the purpose for which it is adopted. It applies to all tenants in the premises in a fair manner. It is sufficiently explicit in its prohibition, direction, or limitation of the tenant's conduct to fairly inform the tenant of what the tenant must or must not do to comply. It is not for the purpose of evading the obligations of the landlord, and the tenant has notice of it at the time the tenant enters into the rental agreement. It is important to note a rule or regulation adopted after the tenant enters into the rental agreement is enforceable against the tenant if reasonable notice of its adoption is given to the tenant and it does not work a substantial modification of the rental agreement. Mobile home park equipment. A mobile home park operator may determine by rule or regulation the style or quality of the equipment, including but not limited to underskirting and tie-downs, to be purchased by the tenant from the vendor of the tenant's choice. However, the operator may not require that the equipment be purchased from the operator. For additional laws and articles, visit AmericanLandlord.com.